Question 5, we've got quite a straightforward little vectors question here, and I'm immediately going to work in columns because I just find them easier. I'm going from A to B, and so the vector from A to B is, well, from -2 to 3, that's going up 5. And, well, how do you work that out? Of course, that's 3 minus -2. It's that way round. And so I've got a P take away 3 here. We're being asked to find out what the length of A to B is. So that's the square root of 5 squared and P minus 3 all squared. And you've been told that that's equal to 5 root 2. I've just got to solve this equation now. You should solve it if you want to, but we could square both sides. Squaring this side, 5 squared times by 2 makes 50. And squaring this side just gets rid of the square root. At the same time, I do know that 5 squared is 25. If you want to now, you can multiply out that bracket, drag all the algebra over to the left-hand side and solve the quadratic. I'm actually going to take a shortcut. I'm just going to take away 25 from both sides, square root both sides, and add the 3. Of course, if I do that, it does remind me that there are different values here. So when you square root the 25, you could have had a minus 5. So I've got P equals minus 2 as well. The second part is looking at the vector from A to C. So let's work out what that is in the same way we did A to B earlier. So from A to C is from here to here, Q minus minus 2, I've got Q plus 2 here. From 3 to 7 is 4. And we're asked about an angle this time, so I'm going to draw a little picture for this one. I know it's going along Q plus 2 and up 4, and I know that this angle here is pi over 3. Why do I know it's that angle there? Well, because it's with the vector I, and I is one step to the right here, so we're looking like that. So look, I've got an opposite and adjacent there. I've got a tan. A tan of pi over 3 equals opposite over adjacent. Well, the tan of pi over 3, tap in the calculator, is actually root 3. So I've got root 3 equals 4 over q plus 2. So q plus 2 is 4 over root 3. And add the 2 to both, take the 2 from both sides. Gives me that. I mean, that is an exact answer. Of course, there is a sort of different answer. If you wanted to times top and bottom by root 3, you could get 4 root 3. Sorry. You could get 4 minus 2 root 3 over root 3. Or even 4 root 3 minus 6 over 3. Any of those would be fine. Just stop at the first one.